Anthony Carty is a renowned British professor of international law. His dedication to nearly a decade of research, exploring a century's worth of archives on the South China Sea, culminated in his book, The History and Sovereignty of the South China Sea. In this interview with China Daily, he shares his key opinions and findings on the South China Sea.
Well, to summarize, I would say that it is the view of the legal advisors within the British and the French foreign ministries over a period taken together of about 100 years, from the end of the 19th century, 1890s until the 1970s, that the Spratly Islands and Paracel Islands, as they are known to the west, that's to say the Nansha and the Shisha Islands, as territory belonging to China. I think one has to be have a very dark view of the whole American position here. It is entirely about containing China and indifferent to issues of law entirely. So I take a very, very dim view of America with its military exercise, the Philippines' military exercises in the South China Sea. They're purely confrontational. I would add that there is very, very detailed consideration of the Filipino claims to any part of the South China Sea in the British and French archives, and they are quite categorical that they have no claim whatsoever, historically. None.
In this interview with China Daily, Anthony Carty shares his key findings that the Nansha Islands and the Sisha Islands are territories belonging to China. The US and the Philippines military drills reflect that the US is utilizing these actions to contain China. More importantly, the British and French archives clearly show that the Philippines has no claim to the South China Sea. Professor Carty speaks for justice, and the international community should notice his true findings and treat China in a fair way. History has the final say.